Smear campaign on Meghan Markle.
On the press and the media. And as they say at the start of episode 1, they say so many books and shows and stories have been written about us. We wanted to have our own say. And remember, the purpose of the PR office at the royal family is to keep the royals in the press all the time. So you have to remember, when I work in newsrooms, it's a fact that every anti-Harry and Meghan story comes from Kensington Palace. And if it comes from Kensington Palace, why are they briefing against their own grandson?
Well, okay, that's a very the idea.
Why are there never
I think that's fascinating.
About Prince William?
Well, William and Kate involved in briefing against them originally.
People would have necessarily sat and watched it, all about the comings and goings of how the press deal with the palace. Very interesting to the likes of, say, you and me, but not necessarily to the punters. But now that the palace have got involved, damning it in the way they've done, I think the numbers were up much more than they expected.
So is it normal for, and do you think it's true, that some of the royal households have been leaking on the other royal households, like Meghan and Harry?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely. They can deny it all they like till they're blue in the face, but there's been an awful lot of leaking, particularly from Kensington Palace, about how things were developing, and that was a palace that both of them were representing.
Over there, so it's the palace of the media, wouldn't tell the truth to protect us, but they would do to protect William. Well, I'm pretty fed up with Harry and Meghan, to be honest with you, and I think most people are, and, they should just go away and live their lives. However, having said that, there is probably some truth in that, in the sense that the palace in particular was very keen to make sure that the heir to the throne was protected, and Harry could be sacrificed if necessary. And actually, when I was working, I shouldn't give the name of the paper, but I was doing a piece for one of the nationals, writing a piece, and I was told, because I'm quite critical of the monarchy in many ways, I was told I could say what I want about Harry and Meghan, but I had to lay off William and Kate. That was the instruction from the editor. So
since he saw his dad, last saw him at the coronation, where he was sullen.
Maybe that's not.
I'm sorry, no, you don't wait until your dad has cancer.
No, we don't know whether they've been speaking over the telephone.
We do know, Jerry.
Well, no, we know because some reporter has mentioned it.
We do know that they did speak on his birthday, and Will's people immediately leaked that phone call to the press.
That's what the palace is saying. This is a
The photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who was with American media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. I was just part of it. Basically, of course.
I've interviewed Thomas Markle, not uncharacteristically, went a bit rogue, making some pretty wild and unfounded allegations, including against Dylan Howard, an Australian journalist now living and working in the US, and Jeff Rayner, a Los Angeles-based photographer.
Yes, Seven did not intend for such allegations to be broadcast and has subsequently removed them from all versions of the program. We would like to apologise to those gentlemen named by Mr Markle that the allegations went to air.
We did promise an unfiltered interview with Thomas Markle. In retrospect, maybe we should have put a filter on him.
Exactly. We don't have a dump button, do we?
No.
No. Maybe we need